security briefing. That was just 2 months ago. This explains.
The Mission Impossible 2025 movie continues. The long-running spy saga with a story that feels both like a culmination and a turning point for the franchise. Set in a world that looks very close to our own, the film leans into modern fears about technology, power, and control, grounding its spectacle in situations that feel uncomfortably possible. From the start, the tone suggests higher stakes than ever before, not just in terms of global consequences, but also on a deeply personal level for its central characters. The story positions itself as a chapter where past decisions finally catch up, and every mission carries emotional weight alongside physical danger. Ethan Hunt once again stands at the center, portrayed as a man driven by loyalty, instinct, and an unbreakable moral code. Years of impossible missions have left their mark, and the film acknowledges this through quieter moments that show the cost of a life spent running toward danger. Ethan is no longer just reacting to threats. He is actively questioning what victory truly means when every success seems to create new consequences. This internal struggle adds depth to the action, making each choice feel deliberate rather than automatic. The supporting cast plays a crucial role in shaping the narrative. Longtime allies return, each bringing their own strengths and unresolved conflicts into the mission. Their relationships with Ethan feel more layered, built on years of trust, betrayal, sacrifice, and survival. Instead of simply serving as backup, these characters challenge Ethan's decisions, forcing him to confront whether his way of doing things is still sustainable. This sense of team tension keeps the story emotionally charged even when the action slows. The central threat in the film is presented as something both vast and invisible, an enemy that cannot be easily identified or confronted head-on. Rather than relying on a single villain with a clear face, the danger emerges from systems, algorithms, and hidden networks that operate beyond borders. This approach makes the conflict feel more modern and unsettling, as the characters are forced to fight something that adapts, predicts, and manipulates faster than any human opponent. The idea that the enemy may always be one step ahead fuels much of the film's suspense. As the plot unfolds, the mission pulls the team across multiple locations, each chosen not just for visual spectacle but for narrative purpose. Tight urban environments heighten paranoia, while open landscapes emphasize isolation and vulnerability. The pacing balances large-scale set pieces with intimate character moments, allowing the audience to breathe before being thrust back into danger. These transitions are smooth, maintaining momentum without overwhelming the story. Action remains a defining feature, but it is presented with a renewed focus on realism and consequence. Every stunt feels earned, every chase grounded in physical effort rather than invincibility. The film uses practical action to reinforce tension, making viewers feel the risk in every jump, fall, and close escape. Instead of constant escalation, the action scenes are carefully structured to reveal character, showing how each person reacts under extreme pressure. The plot introduces moral dilemmas that blur the line between right and wrong. Decisions must be made quickly, often with incomplete information, and the fallout from those choices lingers throughout the story. The film does not shy away from showing the cost of mistakes, reinforcing the idea that even the best intentions can lead to unintended damage. This moral complexity adds weight to the narrative, making it more than just a race against time. A significant aspect of the story is its reflection on legacy. Ethan Hunt's reputation precedes him, shaping how allies and enemies respond. The film explores what it means to be a symbol in a world that constantly changes, questioning whether legends help or hinder progress. Younger characters, whether allies or adversaries, represent new ways of thinking, challenging traditional methods and values. This generational contrast adds another layer to the conflict. The release timing of the movie positions it as a major cinematic event, reflecting confidence in its ability to draw audiences back to theaters. Expectations are high, not just because of the franchise's history, but because of the promise that this chapter will push boundaries while honoring what came before. The film is designed to feel urgent and relevant, tapping into contemporary anxieties without losing its identity as a thrilling espionage adventure. Trailer material generated significant excitement by focusing on tension rather than spectacle alone. Instead of revealing major plot points, the preview emphasized atmosphere, sharp dialogue, and glimpses of intense action. Quick cuts, minimal exposition, and a sense of relentless pursuit set the tone, suggesting a story driven by urgency and difficult choices. The trailer's restraint helped build curiosity, encouraging viewers to speculate rather than giving everything away. Music and sound design play a powerful role in shaping the experience. The familiar theme returns, reworked to match the darker, more serious tone of the story. Quiet moments are often underscored by subtle tension, allowing silence to amplify unease. When the action erupts, the soundscape becomes overwhelming in a controlled way, pulling the audience directly into the chaos. As the narrative moves toward its later stages, the sense of inevitability grows. Secrets are revealed, alliances are tested, and the true scale of the threat becomes clear. The story avoids simple resolutions, instead presenting solutions that come with heavy costs. Victory, if it can be called that, feels fragile and temporary, reinforcing the idea that the world of espionage is never truly at peace. Character arcs reach moments of reckoning, forcing individuals to confront who they are and what they are willing to sacrifice. For Ethan, this means facing the possibility that saving the world may require letting go of control, trust, or even parts of himself. These emotional stakes elevate the climax, making it resonate beyond the explosions and chases. The film's ending is crafted to feel both satisfying and open-ended. It provides closure to certain threads while leaving room for interpretation and future possibilities. Rather than neatly tying everything up, it reflects the ongoing nature of global conflict and personal struggle. This approach respects the intelligence of the audience, trusting them to sit with ambiguity. Mission: Impossible 2025 stands as a statement about the franchise's evolution. It honors the elements that made the series iconic while embracing a more introspective, mature perspective. The focus on character, consequence, and contemporary themes ensures that the story feels relevant rather than repetitive. Over time, the movie is likely to be discussed not just for its action sequences, but for how it deepens the mythology of its characters. Fans will revisit it to catch subtle details, foreshadowing, and emotional beats that gain new meaning on repeat viewings. Its blend of spectacle and substance strengthens its place within the series. Ultimately, the film reinforces why Mission: Impossible continues to endure. It is not just about daring missions or impossible odds, but about the people who choose to face them again and again, despite the cost. By combining high-stakes action with thoughtful storytelling, the 2025 chapter leaves a lasting impression, proving that even after decades, the mission can still feel impossible in the best way.